All right, everybody. Hello and welcome to today's live stream. I'm very excited to be here with today's poll winner, for one thing, because it's been a decent while since I ran a poll because I got very excited about playing other games for no reason whatsoever. And for another thing is that one of the newer games that I recently got, I Am Setsuna, won. So I'm very excited to be here and play it. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the game, just a really quick overview is that this is a very nostalgia-heavy JRPG, which is done in the, not in the spirit, but as sort of an homage to things like Chrono Trigger from like back on the SNES days. And I was a huge fan of Chrono Trigger, so I was really excited to see this game. And I was even happier because Rev, one of my regular viewers, actually got it for me as a gift. So I was very, very excited. And I was glad to see that it won the poll. That said, it's been a little while since I played. So I have to try and remember how to play a little bit. But hopefully it won't be a big deal. Mostly I'm trying to remember what I was doing. I remember trying to go into that city and like I'm trying to visit the king or something like that. I don't know if this actually has like a quest thing for me. I don't believe it does, but I honestly don't remember. It's a very interesting... hang on one second. Locations. Notes. Well, that doesn't help me much. Journal. Okay. Okay, I guess I'm just trying for the Citadel. Anyway, I completely lost my train of thought. I guess that's what my anyway was. Oh, right. So if you haven't seen this game, then you'll see a lot of fairly familiar mechanics that you see in a lot of JRPGs, especially the older style with, again, Chrono Cross, Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VIII, etc., etc., all those guys. That's right, I remember what I did. I left this area so that I could save the game. That's what it was. I remember now. Either way, so you'll see a lot of very familiar themes, a lot of very familiar, not necessarily styles of play, but definitely character design, characterization, capabilities, all that kind of stuff. Not to mention the level up system is actually pretty cool. I was really happy with it. I know one of the biggest criticisms that the game has received, at least on Steam, has been with the combat system. And honestly, I don't agree with the criticisms. I think the combat system is pretty well done. I really enjoy it, personally. Tenderville? Did that say Tenderville? One thing that I do agree with regard to criticisms of the game is the dialogue is not great. I mean, not necessarily that it's not great. I mean, the dialogue itself is fine, I guess, but more importantly, the dialogue is just, it kind of drags, for lack of a better term, and it can get really frustrating. So that's my approximate thoughts on it. Now, unfortunately, I can't get any more real good weapons here. Let me see here. That gives me a better jump. I'll get this thing for, what's his name? Seems like he needs a bigger jump than anybody else. I was about to say, I just bought something! But yeah, it's a fun little game. So, oh, it's the magic person. Alright. So, if you've played Final Fantasy VII in particular, then you may recognize a similar sort of style of progression with materia. So in this case, we have the Sprite Knights. Sprite Knights act virtually identically to materia in that you are you're basically buying these individual sort of systems that you can equip, or the abilities that you can equip, and then once you have them equipped, you can use them in battle. It's fairly simple, and as you gain levels, then you get more space for additional techniques, different types of techniques, all sorts of different stuff like that. It's pretty cool. I won't show too much of it. I'll just try to get on with the story. I need to go and talk to the king person right now, or try to. So very briefly, the story for this game is you're playing as a mercenary who was hired to kill the person in the middle here. I'm pointing at the screen, you can't see me point. But you originally start off as the person in the front, and you are sent to kill the person in the middle. It turns out that she is a sacrifice to appease the monsters so that they don't attack. But it's kind of weird because you were sent to kill the sacrifice. So that's a little bit odd, right? And so we don't know the entire plot line, but now we know that instead of trying to kill her, we are now accompanying her on her pilgrimage to the place where she is supposed to ritually die, essentially. So, yeah. It's a very straightforward thing, which is totally fine. But, yeah. Ooh, operable airship. That's what I'm talking about. Nah. Oh, no. Right, so we gotta find the ship driver dude. It's very mysterious. It's probably sinister. Sounds sinister. Huh. Let's look for him. Okay, so I just need to go ask random people. Do you know? Oh, I guess that person doesn't know. One of the nice things about this game, too, is, and JRPGs in general, is that you really don't have the same sort of take-you-by-the-hand style of gameplay that you find with Western RPGs, where you've got a nice map with a waypoint and all that kind of thing. In this, you have at least a little bit of needing to go out and investigate and find something. So I really like that. I really appreciate that in this style of game, personally. I know a lot of people find it annoying, but still. Ooh, his lordship. Hey, look, it's Rev. Hey, Rev. How are you doing? Daddy snowman, mommy snowman, standing in the snow. So I'm sensing a pattern here with regard to there's a lordship somewhere. Not to mention this place called Tenderville, which just sounds odd. Overly familiar young man. Apothecary. The apotheke. Why doesn't the chef have any food, bro? I'm glad that you're doing well, Rev. Incidentally, I hope everybody had a good weekend. I didn't mention it earlier, but I hope that anybody watching did. Lord King's Duke Earl of Landsland. That's a very, very fancy thing. Gee, maybe I should go to Tenderville. IDK. I'm going to run a D&D game, Rev, and I'm going to have one of the local leaders be named Lord King's Duke Earl of Landsland. It sounds like an appropriate name for a D&D character. One thing that is a little bit annoying is that the overworld travel is a little bit slow. I don't find it to be that big of a deal. I think it's kind of nice because it does give like a grandiose scale to everything, essentially. Interesting. This is like random sweat lodge in the middle of nowhere, because why not, I suppose. Well, obviously I'll give you credit, Rev. I mean, seriously. I'm not a monster. Jeez. Oh, you get fast travel later? That's nice. Makes sense. Crossing the bridge. I have no idea if I'm going the correct direction here. One thing that this game did take from Western RPGs is this idea where you have the attackable things visible like on the overworld rather than more standard random encounters where you can't see anything and it just sort of pops up. So I kind of like that. I mean, it's good and bad, because it means that you can deliberately avoid combat. And of course the problem with that becomes if you avoid combat, then you don't get enough XP. And that's not ideal. Hoot hoot! I'll hoot hoot you, mofo. Pound. Woo! Leveled up. And of course with the combat, not only do you get XP, but you get lots of items, and items are very helpful for all sorts of different things. Call? Who you calling? Better not be the Ghostbusters, else you gonna be in trouble. It's interesting because one thing that I don't recall seeing in any game like this is the idea of having battle positioning matter. Far too often, and much more frequently I should say rather, is that you'll see physical positioning on the battlefield make no difference whatsoever to anyone or anything in the game. You see it in things like Fire Emblem and stuff like that, but otherwise not a whole lot, if at all. And that's one of the reasons why I think this game is kind of cool in comparison. Smart looking boy. I'm on a journey. I found another party member. It's always fun when you find party members. Kerr shall accompany us. Yes, he will. Go Kerr. Old man stick in the mud. Nah. Well, that was easy. I'm just saying, I don't see Kerr on my list of party members. I only see 4 people, not 5. This is very misleading. Dang! Did you see me pwn that guy? Or those guys? Yeah, that was overkill. Because I just like pwned all of them. Showed them what's what. With such uber pwnage. Incidentally, it's one of the things that I didn't mention with regard to the real world thing is that if you sneak up behind them, then you improve your timing. Not really improve your timing, that's the wrong thing to say. You start off with your time gauge full instead of having to wait for it to charge. So this is the ATB, the Active Time Battle, which I think is an acronym that has been used many, many, many times. A lot of different games. So is your main group most of the game? Yeah, I mean, this seems like a really solid group, the 3 that I've got here. It's nice to have the higher defense of the two dudes. And then, of course, having the healing capabilities of Setsuna herself. Or Setsuna. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce it properly. I apologize for offending anybody. Take that, Muffy! Muffy got pwned. Okay, I thought it was Final Fantasy VII that I remembered seeing it. But really, that was the first example of it? That's kind of cool. This Cyclone attack is like way OP. Like, seriously. Like, I don't know if I'm just over leveled or what, but it feels like I'm OP here. Oh, come on! I didn't mean to do that. Do I have a map? Of course I don't have a map. That would be too easy. I seem to remember ATB being in Final Fantasy VII. I feel like I remember that. I'm honestly not certain. Either way, it's fun. I don't know if you guys heard it, but there's like a little ding sound when you're close to an item that you can pick up. It was Final Fantasy VII. Okay, cool. Good to know. I don't know. It's just so random with that other party member, right? Just like, oh, randomly wandering through the woods. Hey, look, a new party member. Woo! Apply? No, I'm not here to apply to live here. Of course, the old mysterious man. will probably know something, because that is the tradition of JRPGs and pretty much any other game. It did say the far corner, right? Hey, this looks like an old man. An old man with free time. Aw. Huh. We just feel like it. I should have said that. Nah, right. I'm 37. I'm not old. So great. I miss Monty Python. Ugh. Yes, old man. Help me out. Call my name. Old man's letter. See, it doesn't even say Dinas's letter, even though we now know his name. It says old man's letter. Oh, how mysterious. So wait, does this mean that we're going to learn about the dude? The old man? I want to know about the old man. I want to know what his shtick is. So I'm just getting all of my various stuff sold here, so that hopefully I can make some new techniques. It's unfortunate because a lot of these are very specific with regard to who can use them. So it can be a little bit frustrating. Aerial strike. Condense. Got some neat stuff. Incandescent instant. Nice. Interferes with the flow of time. This is so Chrono Trigger it hurts. I'm not gonna bother to explore this town too much right now, just so that I can keep things moving for the sake of streaming. I'm sure that I'll be back here though to look at some more stuff. Oh, nice. That's cool. Good to know. Thanks for the tip, Rev. Apparently, whichever one I want to buy, I can just press A to automatically sell the stuff if I've got it in my inventory. So that's pretty useful. So see, now I feel good about using this little shortcut here. Because it's actually helpful. And I'm wondering, because I've got a lot of these semi-random items. I see a yellow top carrot. Oh, it's for cooking. That's what it is. Okay, that makes sense. That makes so much more sense. That was close. Yeah, I can imagine it's like so long as you don't actively avoid fighting stuff, you shouldn't have too many problems. It's one of the things that I like about this game is that it's more distinctly focused on the story elements, which I think is really cool, and I really appreciate it. Eh. Huh. I live my life my way! Hey, look! Something that was following us. Uh-huh. Lies. And again, one of the nice things with regard to the whole preparation and leveling and all that kind of thing is that when you have a game like this where you have overworld monsters being visible as opposed to something like the Final Fantasy series or the earlier Final Fantasy series where you have random encounters that you can't see, it makes it a little bit easier to skip things if you really, really want to, although it's never super recommended. And so it should be relatively simple to keep up with things, which is kind of nice. I think, anyway. So apparently this guy is normally in the pub. So I need to find the pub. I think this was the pub. No, it's the other one. Yeah, exactly. More control to the player, which is nice. Oh, this must be him. Oh, maybe that old man is the former lord. Maybe that's the shtick. More of a sightseeing trip. Huh. Yeah. That was pretty obvious. That was a pretty easy twist. I want to go to the tavern. Yeah, this is a very stereotypical D&D thing. It's like, we all meet at the pub, tavern, hotel, etc. Because that's where the adventure begins. Oh my god. Fine, I'll go get permission. This is one thing that I never liked about most RPGs, really, is the fact that you have to go and do this whole rigmarole running around. Not quite fetch quest, but pretty close. Uh-oh. Oh, dang. Oh, no! He's a bad guy! Mwahaha! No! Kerr! Wiggle faster, Kerr! Exactly, Rev. Lord Kingsduke, the second Earl of Landsland. Wait, how did that happen? So I guess I'm taking her in my party because I have no choice. It seems pretty easy. You think I can use a tent in combat? Is that a thing? It feels like it should be. Pound. Oh, that makes sense, Rev. That makes sense. So Rev just mentioned in the chat that as a mercenary, the main character was hired to kill the sacrifice. So it stands to reason that the person who hired said mercenary was Lord Kingsduke II of Landsland. Although it's annoying that he had magic abilities. Just trying to take him out in fewer attacks, essentially, that time. He has plot magic, the most powerful. Yeah, it's true. My Gerd, it's the Grain. Hey, Grain. I feel like you haven't been here in a year either. We've missed you. We were very sad. I say that speaking solely as somebody who doesn't eat a lot of carbohydrates anymore. I have missed the grains. Did you guys see that? Did you see that hilarious joke? Y'all don't appreciate me enough. Soon enough, you're gonna lose me, and you guys are gonna be super sad about it. Just watch. I've been reasonably good, Grain. I mean, yeah, it's been a long time since I've seen you. Got new work of various sorts, so that was fun. I'm working with a lot of different groups doing a whole bunch of different things, essentially. I mean, I know that's just about as vague as I can be, but it's the truth. So yeah, it's been interesting for sure. Topical humor. The deal with airplane food. Very funny. Hey, look, it's the old man. Dang, how did he walk all the way down here? Nice. Nah, Rev, I'm not with Umbrella Corp. I'm still in academia. It's unfortunate. A new keycard? I did get a new keycard, but it's only because I lost my old one. I mean, what? Somebody obviously took my old one, and they needed to use it for nefarious purposes. Very nefarious. But yeah, overall not too much different. I mean, the work I'm doing is different. It's much larger scale, which is kind of nice. I'm working with a lot more people, so I'm getting a lot more publications, which is great. Yeah, it's been reasonably good, I guess. But what about yourself, Grain? How have you been? Like you said, it's been like way long while. I hope that all is well for you. You missed some epic new games that I've been playing, which is very depressing. The rise and fall of Marvel heroes. Mostly the fall, I guess, is what you missed. Yeah, no kidding, he's up to something. I think that's pretty obvious. Bengi. Oh, Bengi. I got Pengi's treasure. Incidentally, Grain, I don't know if you're familiar with this game, but it is I am Setsuna, I believe is how you pronounce it. I'm honestly not certain. But yeah, it's a fun JRPG built on the nostalgia of games like Chrono Trigger, primarily from the SNES, for better or worse. It's pretty fun. I've been having a good time with it. Not that you asked, but whoa. Oh, great. I gotta fight a werewolf. Oh, I didn't get the shiny. Wait. There's a giant wolf standing here, and you're saying, this guy is kind of suspicious. Like, seriously? Bring it on, Home Slice. Ugh, using a tank as a healer. It's just tragic. Dang, I'm getting pwned, bro. We could use one of them heals, homie. So this is frustrating because I can't use my momentum abilities, which are like my extra damage things that I can use. And I'm not allowed to right now because I don't have... I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought because I'm trying to focus. Because it's one of the guy's powers here. Dang, and see, Grain said something. Hang on one second. Oof. Okay. Well, congrats on the job, Grain. That's awesome. That's great to hear. Glad for that, at least. That really is very good news. Yeah, I honestly think about Marvel Heroes on occasion myself too. Not too frequently, but on occasion. I do miss it. I mean, it was fun. It was like it's really difficult to say that it wasn't a fairly big part of my life. I mean, I spent a lot of time on that game. I really did. I think it's the most time I've spent on a game in, maybe not in my entire life, but pretty close. Nice! Go me. I did the thing! Ah, she didn't even level up. Weak. Boo! Mega weak. Give me this. Alright, let's go save Kerr. Oh no, he's trapped in the thing. Oh, dang. We need to find them. Go, go, go. I still can't use that little kid. Not that I really want to. It seems like a bad choice as a party member. Oh, I've heard that Divinity Original Sin 2 is really, really good. Like I've heard genuinely amazing things about it. I myself recently dove into ESO, the Elder Scrolls Online. A friend of mine from work and his fiance play it. So we've been playing that together. It's been pretty fun. Like, I've genuinely had a really good time with it. I really, really have. Stop, my son. Oh, dang. Oh, wow. Huh. That's why you have to apply to live in Tenderville. That's crazy. Dang, homie. No way, bro. You don't know how to fly the ship, homie. Also, you're evil. Oh, dang. This looks bad. He's gonna break the airship. Oh, it's the Reaper dude. I remember Reaper dude. He's mean. Really? So how is Original Sin 2 closer to a D&D video game? Like, I haven't played it. I didn't even play Divinity 1. I think they've both been on my my list for a really long time. But like I'm genuinely curious because I know a lot of people have recommended Original Sin 2 as another game to play. Oh shoot, he got pwned. That's not good. It weirds me out that people have like weird little stubby peg legs. It's very strange. I'm gonna use her instead. Nah. So that's what I meant by battle positioning, right? Is that you can hit certain things that are in your line of sight or in the line of your attack, whatever that happens to be. She only heals herself. That's not ideal. It says all allies near the target, though. It's really annoying. Ouch. I wonder how it defines near. Dang it! Alright, hang on one second. I gotta read this. That's true, they are mostly covered in snow, but still, it looks really weird that they don't have feet. Huh. Interesting. Well, that's good to know. Thanks for the summary on Divinity. Like you said, I was genuinely curious. I had no idea. So that's cool. I'm glad to know it. And at some point, I promise I'll try it. But look at their silly little legs. They're just ridiculous. Well, apparently I succeeded, so go me. Please select fluxes to add. I guess all of them? I don't understand. Well, we destroyed the thing. No, the old man! We loved you, old man! Repent your sins, mofo. Bleh. Yeah, that's been my biggest problem with it, Grain, is that it's just a little bit too pricey for me. I'll probably get it when I get my next round of Patreon funds, though, because that'll be coming in like a couple months, few months. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get that relatively soon, at least. And part of the problem is that I'm only allowed to take the Patreon funds after they reach a certain threshold, so I have to wait a while. Okay, random child person, we'll follow you because it's not weird or anything. It's totally not weird. Right? Yeah, I know that it would appeal to me because I love those types of games, and like I've seen the trailers, I've read and watched reviews on it, all that kind of stuff. So I know that it's something that I would particularly enjoy. It's just I have a difficult time justifying it fully, essentially, is all it boils down to. Not to mention just the fact that I've got my job, but my job doesn't really pay very well, unfortunately. So I tend to have kind of a difficult time saving up money for games and other things that I want. Are you serious? Like, I just upgraded weapons, and now you've got new weapons I can upgrade to? Seriously? Evil Minion is not a great career path. I don't know if it's actually okay for me to sell this stuff, but I am, because I need the money. Punctured sheet metal? What even is that? Super criminals don't pay well. Not to mention the hours suck. They're just terrible. No respect. So yeah, this is something that I haven't even bothered with at all. Let me at least upgrade some people real quick. So I currently have a steel snowflake. Let's get some Sprite Knights. Boost physical attack power, that works. Charge, protect, charge, charge. It's disappointing. At some point I'll get more. Evil Minion +1. Eh. Evil villains of larceny and various endeavors. I'm just saying, Rev, evolve sounds like you started with the acronym you wanted and just sort of tried to work backwards. It's just clumsy, sir. It's just clumsy. I mean, I'm sorry. Like, I respect it. I respect the effort, but still. So I think after I get to the village, I'll probably get going. It's just about that time for me. I need to eat, basically. That's what it boils down to. I'm hungry. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm dropping truth bombs on you guys. I know sometimes truth bombs hurt, but that's how it is. The Globate evolution conspiracy. Oh, jeez. Ain't nobody talking about it anymore on the Facebook because now all the what's it called? Now all the pages are gone because they got rid of like all the hate speech and ridiculousness. Sorry, I'm not political. You guys know that, so I won't talk about any of that stuff. It's not what I'm here for. I'm here to take names and destroy puffball things. And I'm running low on puffballs. The name. I mean, at least you recognize your faults. That is not something that you ordinarily see in the Infamous. How did that still hit all of them? Makes no sense. Fire? Fire me, I'll fire you. It's a work in progress, like evolution. Ha! Badum-tish. Huh? Huh? No? Okay. Y'all just don't appreciate. Y'all appreciate. It's fine. You do you. I mean, technically you can always run in and out and in between trees and stuff no matter what. Like in a normal forest. You don't need some little kid saying like, hey, go in between these trees. I mean, I'm sorry, but you don't. This bro again. It is creepy. Ah! Tip your waitresses by the veal? What? Oh, burn on intelligence. Just because you're intelligent doesn't mean you're good. Whoa, what? Oh, try the veal. I thought it said buy the veal. That's why I was so confused. It was so confusing. But now I understand. Now I understand. Dang, homie's village is far. Either that or I'm going the wrong way. That is equally plausible. I think I went the wrong way. I need a boat. Somebody get me a boat. I mean, that's only really true in D&D, Grain. You can be an unintelligent wizard. You'd be horrible at your job. And that's pretty much the only time to do it. Actually, that would be a really funny premise for a D&D character. You have a wizard with no intelligence, a bard with no charisma, a barbarian with no strength, and, like, I guess a paladin with no constitution. It would be a very hilarious, like, basically a sitcom. Okay, where's this fancy village? I'm just saying, this kid lied to me. Ain't no village around here. D&D video? Nice. I like D&D videos. I should make a D&D video. I don't know what I'd make it about. The fudge, where is it? I mean, all I see is this mountain pass, so I'm gonna go into this mysterious mountain pass of mystery. Okay, I guess this is the right way. Stop creeps like you. I do want to save real quick, just to be safe. And actually, I should probably get going. I'll leave you guys in suspense. That's a better idea. Yeah, that's a better idea. I'll use my tent, we'll take a nap, and then I'll go ahead and save. Alright, you guys. So yeah, I'm gonna get going. Just imagine what What's-His-Face's village might look like, what mysteries it contains. Tune in next time for the game of games. Wait, what is this? High level one-off D&D game. You characters that have one level in every class. Oh, do you mean like one level in every? Yeah. One level in every class. I saw something similar to that. It was probably the same video, but yeah, I've actually always wanted to do that, where you are a literal jack of all trades, not like, oh, I'm a jack of all trades because I'm a bard and I took the jack of all trades feat. It's like, no, I literally know how to do everything. I am a warlock, sorcerer, barbarian, ranger, what else? Warlock, sorcerer, barbarian, ranger, wizard, paladin, cleric. That's all I can think of off the top of my head. But yeah. Yeah, I remember it was pretty funny. It was probably the same video that I saw, Rev. Was it the one where, like, he started off going to wizard school and he basically got kicked out of wizard school, and then he just like bounced around to random things, where like he went to the circus or something, and then at one point he met like the barbarian or the barbarians, so that he could learn how to be a bard and a barbarian at the same time. Yeah, I figured that's what it was. It was hilarious. And I actually wanted to do that too. I've never had an opportunity to do it. Yes, exactly, Grain. That's the one. Puffin Forest. But either way, like I said, with that, I'm going to get going, you guys. Thank you so much for joining. I hope that you enjoyed it. But yeah. Yeah, it's really neat. Like I've actually been debating about doing like an RPG story time video series on my channel. Mostly because I don't talk a lot about tabletop RPGs, but the ones I've played have been absolutely hilarious. So, yeah, super fun. But either way, you guys take care, and incidentally, let me know if you'd be interested in watching that. I wouldn't do animations, it would just be me standing around. I don't know animations. But either way, y'all take care of yourselves. Grain, it was great seeing you again. Thanks so much for stopping by. Rev, always great to see you. I will be back on Saturday as always. Not certain what I'm going to do with regard to what I'll play. We'll see. We'll see. I'll probably put up a poll for you guys so that we can see what we would do. But take care. Have a good time. Hopefully we'll see you guys on Saturday. And hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you then. Bye.